which is something very fascinating happening a few states below, which is in Jharkhand. So as all of you know, Jharkhand currently has a non-NDA government or an India alliance government, primarily led by the JMM of Hemant Soren and his wife Kalpana Soren. So if you have followed news in the past few days, you will know that there have been murmurs or rumors about Kalpana Soren and Hemant Soren meeting senior BJP leaders, and there's been a possibility that the JMM would join the NDA fold and ditch the India alliance. While none of this is confirmed by either side or any official confirmation exists, but the rumors are strong and it suggests that there's an alliance brewing between the BJP and the JMM. So to give you a bit of back context, the Enforcement Directorate recently raided the premises of chartered accountant Naresh Kejriwal in Ranchi and other places. It was primarily under the Foreign Exchange Management Act or the FEMA and other money laundering provisions. So what political circles are now saying is that the ED now has proof of corruption and foreign investments of several people within Hemant Soren's government in Jharkhand. So now this has become a bargaining chip which has brought the JMM onto the table to discuss with the BJP. So why now? What is the timing? So there is also this feeling amongst opposition politicians after the Bihar elections, according to their own admissions. I am not saying this, but opposition politicians themselves are saying this behind closed doors, that after the NDA's landslide victory in Bihar, there is a feeling amongst opposition parties that the NDA is sort of unbeatable in certain states and allying with them is better than opposing them. So you'll also have to factor in the factor that Congress and RJD during the Bihar election did not give the JMM any seat. So this has rubbed the JMM off in the wrong way, which has also compounded this factor. And as all of you know, the Jharkhand government's financial situation is not in the best of health. They're not able to spend on infrastructure projects, nor are they able to spend on socialist freebie schemes. So all of this has led to this situation. A scenario of the JMM themselves being unhappy with the India alliance partners, a scenario of the ED breathing down the JMM's neck, a scenario of governance issues, and on top of all of this, even the BJP is not in the best of positions in Jharkhand. It's not like BJP is a very strong party. They have lost elections recently, and even the by-elections that happened recently, the BJP lost. And there is a feeling that if things go like this, they can't even elect a Rajya Sabha member in the upcoming days. I think it's in about 6 months. So the party will fail to elect any Rajya Sabha members from Jharkhand. So this has become a narrative in the Jharkhand BJP that there are no prospects within the party itself, so they might as well ally with the JMM. These are all political murmurs that is happening, but a few facts that are taking place is that not all is well in the Jharkhand government. JMM and INC, which are ruling it in a coalition, have certain tiffs or differences of opinion between themselves, and many INC ministers who are part of the Jharkhand government have skipped Hemant Soren's programs in the recent past. And the political grapevine also tells us that Kalpana Soren wants to be more involved in Delhi's politics or central politics. So it's natural that allying with the BJP will give the JMM a union cabinet ministry or a minister of state where Kalpana Soren can be more involved in Delhi's politics as opposed to Ranchi's politics. So all of these factors combined, as I've said before, ED closing down on JMM's neck, internal rifts between JMM and INC, BJP being close to no prospects in Jharkhand, and the government's own misgovernance have all pushed the JMM to ally closer with the BJP. So as we've seen before, BJP does not need to win elections to form governments. We've seen it in Maharashtra, we've seen it in Karnataka, and umpteen number of states. So they ally with parties that were usually opposed to it and form governments, as we've seen before. But this alliance has more upside for JMM and Hemant Soren than the BJP. Coming together with the BJP will solve a lot of headaches for the JMM. The ED case will close, Jharkhand's government will get more funds from the center, and a lot of other problems will be solved. So now you might question that this is not how a democracy is supposed to function, and this is ideally not the way a government should function, but this is the reality of Indian politics as of today. And if any party has to survive, they have to do everything, explore all sorts of alliances, only then will they thrive. But the political nuance of this issue as of now is that the alliance is not as simple as it seems. This is equivalent to the Samajwadi Party or the RJD or say the PDP allying with BJP. Their vote banks and their support bases are completely different. The JMM's vote bank is primarily Adivasis, Muslims, Christians, and these sort of voter groups, while the BJP's is polarly opposite to it. In the past, BJP has allied with NCP, JDS, and they have overcome these sort of barriers, but that time the difference between vote bases was not this stark. Here, there is a good chance that the Christians and Muslim supporters of the JMM will move to the Congress or other like-minded parties, and the BJP itself will find it tough to justify this alliance amongst its own supporter base. They have been parroting this narrative of the JMM being corrupt, Hemant Soren being corrupt, and it's not like it's not been done before, but it's going to be very tough for the BJP to put a positive spin on this. So while all of this does not matter, especially in Indian politics as of today, it is still a factor. So all of this has to be kept in mind when we're looking at the Jharkhand situation all in all. There's also talks about Hemant Soren's father, Shibu Soren, being awarded the Bharat Ratna. Again, those are rumors, but if that does take place, then it will be an informal indicator that this alliance will take place and it's only a matter of time. But until then, we don't know anything concrete, but this has been the political aspects of this issue, and in the time that is available with us, I've tried to explain it to you as best as I can. So that has been my time on Jharkhand.